Mack Rides are behind some of the most famous and iconic roller coasters, not just around the world, but also here in Australia. They've got a history of creating some of the most recognisable and beloved attractions in Australia, from Steel Taipan at Dreamworld, Storm Coaster at SeaWorld, DC Rivals Hypercoaster at Warner Brothers Movie World, and last but not least, the recently renovated Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster at Warner Brothers Movie World.
Have you been back on the new version yourself?
Not yet, but in the next days I will.
This is Thorsten Koebele, the Chief Officer of Sales and Marketing at Mack Rides, who I was very fortunate to meet at the AALARA conference and have a chat with about the attractions here in Australia we all know and love, as well as the upcoming Nightflight Expedition at Dollywood in the USA, which is my most anticipated ride all over the world. Each of Mack Rides' coasters here in Australia is extremely ambitious and push the envelope technologically, from Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster's iconic take on the Wild Mouse layout, to the water ride coaster hybrid Storm Coaster, to Steel Taipan's fun new twist on the iconic Blue Fire layout, to DC Rivals, where do you even start? They ride the balance between innovation and an extremely solid ride experience perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, at the end it's also, the customer request or creative intent they want to do, but yeah, there are always new ideas, to enhance the experience.
They continue to innovate to this day. A recent addition, obviously, to their lineup is Voltron Nevera at Europa Park in Germany, which looks absolutely incredible.
The turntable at Voltron is a good example. So people rotate on that and facing forward, looking that the launch gets started, but instantly they launch backwards. So which is very surprisingly, because this element is not seen from the park. So it's outside the park at the boundary, and so people before they ride it, they didn't know what's happening. So that's a big surprise. It works very well. There are still people who are riding it without knowing that it's going to go backwards for a little time.
And of course, Mission Bermudes at Futuroscope in France, which is Mack Rides' first log flume water coaster hybrid.
That's a hybrid ride, so it operates with water and dry. So it's actually a patent which we have for years, and finally built that ride. I mean, the uniqueness on that is that the boat is always guided by a submerged track, but the upper boat body is free floating, so it can disengage from the lower chassis, and therefore you're always guided. Speed control, so it can be easily used for storytelling, synchronized with off-board effects and storytelling. And one of the uniqueness on that is also that you see it here in my background, that you have a rafting section, a whitewater rafting section. So where really the boat goes through a heavily water flow driven, like you see on rapid ride. So, but you are track guided, so you never bounce to obstacles, and also it's preventing capsizing because it's always controlled.
Sort of see the little drop on the background, but to me it just looks like up there, literally in the water. It's very unique.
Yeah, it's one of the most unique elements in that particular layout.
This ride was an immediate hit and really proved the concept perfectly. And while it seemed to come out of nowhere, this kind of innovation doesn't just appear overnight. It's in development for a very long time, and I was surprised to hear exactly how long this concept had sort of been in the works for.
How long did it sort of take to conceptualize?
We applied for the patent in 2005 already. So, but then because of other demands, so we couldn't really further develop the system there. So, and then actually, when Corona started, we took more effort into that and make a little test set up in our factory to prove this concept from disengaging the upper vehicle body and how that feels. So, and this proves very successfully in our factory, and then we further developed that. But at the end of the day, it was around a 2 years effort to develop this ride system.
And while Mission Bermudes proved that this concept could work tremendously well, it also paved the way for what is possibly the most exciting attraction all over the world, Nightflight Expedition at Dollywood, which takes this concept to a whole different level in an indoor dark ride, log flume, water coaster, hybrid themed experience, which looks absolutely incredible.
So a few items which will be, let's say, the same technology, but they also added new things, which is still not officially communicated, so that's up to the park, but you can be sure that there will be some new and unpredictable elements into that, we makes the experience even more exciting.
And while Thorsten couldn't give much away, Nightflight Expedition is set to open this year at Dollywood.
Yeah, in the summer. It's going to be open, so they haven't announced an official opening day, or they are going to open in summer.
And I just have to pray to the coaster gods that I can make it over there one day to experience it. And obviously, the question lingering in my mind was, can we expect to see this concept at any of the parks here in Australia? Because I think it would be the perfect fit, especially something along the lines of Mission Bermudes. It would fit absolutely perfectly at any of the parks here, especially SeaWorld or DreamWorld.
You have daydreams about how you would build something like this in Australia, so I hope to see something with the system come this in.
We hope so soon. We hope so too, yeah.
A massive thank you to Thorsten Koebele for taking the time to speak to me during a very busy day at the AALARA conference. Are you excited for Nightflight Expedition at Dollywood? And could you imagine something like this here in Australia? Let me know down below in the comments. Feel free to leave a like, a friendly comment, or subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. And before we finish, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the members and sponsors of Team YumYum for supporting my content. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.